Here we see the metatherapy function is located. This is one of the most frequently used functions by our users. And how does it work? Metatherapy, it's an influence from the hardware to an organism by means of right-hand polarized field. And this right-hand polarized field with its high frequencies restores the own frequencies of an organism and therefore restores its quality and its health state. You see that in this model, the software went automatically into a histological level. So it means that it had found some issues on a deeper levels and checked them. When you are applying metatherapy, keep in mind that you should apply it from the inside to the outside structures of an organism. It means that you must ensure the maximum involvement of structures into this process of treatment with metatherapy. For example, if you want to go down deeper to the level of mitochondrions, well, you can do it, you go for it, because you need to apply, as we see that mitochondrions are also de-energized here in this example. So we need to start restoration from that deeper level and to go from this deep level to the outside layers. Or maybe if you want to, you can go down even deeper to the level of chromosomes and DNA. In this example, there are no significant changes on the level of chromosomes, but in a manual mode, you can go down deeper as you want to. That's how it works. Now let's speak about indications for using the metatherapy. Because there are some conditions before you can apply this metatherapy, you should always keep them in mind. Because there is another option, which is called creation of metazodes. Metazode, it's another type of informational preparation that has some specific indications and contraindications. Let's speak about them. The thing is that when you complete your first stage of work and you obtained all the information from the patient, you start to analyze the software, you get the data, the information you got from the patient's organism. And this source data shows you the reserves of health of this specific client, the processes that prevail in his organism. It can be either compensated or decompensated. And this information allows you to shape your further program for work with this patient. And if you see that in this patient, chronic or oncological processes prevailing, in this case, metatherapy is recommended. If, for example, your client was subjected to radiotherapy, to chemotherapy, and similar exhausting procedures, in this case, you will have to introduce energy with the help of the hardware system, because there are no own reserves in this exact organism. Metatherapy is also recommended in the following cases. There are some examples when a polarity of a chain, poles of a cell are changed. No remedies are efficient in this case. Even the most expensive remedies or drugs or so on, they cannot get to this exact cell and to give its healing effect to the cell. This cell cannot absorb this healing effect. And in such situations, first of all, we have to unblock this cell. We have to remove these blocks and create a background for further recommended healing. Maybe during a practice, we will see such examples and we will try to deal with them. The thing is that metatherapy is very good in this case because it helps you to restore the polarity of an investigated cell that has such problems when the organism itself rejects a cell. And we need to stop this process of rejection. We need to return these cells to a normal processes of an organism.